Hello, friends. So, I'm here once again with another topic this time, and today, what we are going to cover is the system design and architecture of the email assistant system. So, we have done a series of videos before. We discussed the email assistant user requirements in one of the videos, and then we did a four-part video series where we discussed agentic AI from a conceptual point of view, where we discussed various concepts so as to prepare ourselves to be able to understand the design and architecture of a real world agentic system. So today we are going to do a deep dive into the system design and architecture of the email assistant. So uh, first of all, I'm trying to focus on my audio volume, my voice volume. I've noticed that in the previous videos I'm not very much audible. I'm not sure if this is a problem with the microphone, or am I speaking like too too low. Well, let us see if I am able to improve it. Also, I'm just using the presentation as an outliner. I'll be jumping around different things to ensure that we get a clear understanding of different aspects of the design and architecture. So we already discussed the primary driver behind creating an email assistant, or building an intelligent email management agent. So we discussed that in the email assistant requirements video. What are the primary functional and non-functional requirements or use cases that drive the design and the implementation of the email assistant. So we will not go into that again in detail, but primarily it is meant to reduce the manual effort that is involved in managing multiple email inboxes, as you all would have experienced if you get a large volume of emails, especially in work related scenarios. It takes a significant chunk of your time to just manage the emails. So if you had an intelligent assistant that could mimic your actions, that could understand uh, what each email is and take appropriate actions for each email, that would be a big time saver for us. So that is the motivating factor for building this agent. So design goals we have discussed. Coming to the core design principles. Okay, so we will look at the architecture document for this. So the core design principles, as is applicable for any software system, is modularity. Like we implement things such that they are modular and decoupled, keeping in mind the basic object oriented programming concepts. Also, we ensure that our email assistant, should be able to work with different kinds of email providers. So it should be provider agnostic, it should allow addition of different kinds of tools. So basically the tool implementation part should be such that you should be able to add new tools easily without affecting the functioning of the email assistant. It should be like extensible, this implementation. Secondly, there should be human in the loop mechanism, because it is very important, because for critical actions, especially related to your emails, you always want to be in control. So the agent should take approval for before performing critical actions from the user. Also, agent should be able to ask for clarification in case it doesn't have enough information. Then security aspect, again we discussed that is very important in the design. You should not be keeping the credentials locally. You should be using secret manager for all security related aspects, right? Also, the batch processing should be configurable. That is, you should be able to configure how many emails you want to process in one batch. So the email assistant, in one run, it will process a batch of emails, and you can have multiple such runs that you can trigger, and all of that should be configurable. The batch size, the batch sizes, and the fetch cycles, it should be configurable. So these are the primary design principles, or that motivate the design of the email assistant. Now coming to the components, or the system components that make up the architecture of the email assistant, there are primarily 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 primary components that make up the email assistant, and we'll discuss each of these one by one. Let us see if our presentation is in sync with this. Okay, so here we have 5 different components in the presentation, which is fine. So we'll take a look at each of these components in detail. Let us go back to the architecture diagram. So yeah, this is the high level architecture diagram of the email assistant. So we'll start with the user interaction layer, or the UI layer. We discussed in the requirements video also that this specific component is pluggable. You can have different implementations, you can have a console user interface, a Telegram UI, or a web UI. So this is pluggable. The second important component, or you can say the most important component, is the LangGraph workflow. And before we discuss further components, let us discuss the technology stack first. So we are using LangGraph as the agent framework. So LangGraph is built by LangChain, and it is a framework that you can use for building agents. So this is what we have chosen. For LLM, we have chosen Google Gemini, and for the UI, I already told you that we have console and We also have Telegram UI. So for that